back to Ismail's English class. My dear friends, as you already know that we have completed a few lessons and a few poems in our previous classes. Whereas we were planning to start another new lesson, and in between of that lesson, some unwanted incidents have taken place, and because of this unwanted incidents, like as an accident and all, so because of this reason, I couldn't engage your classes since many days. I think so, around 10 days over. I think so. So since 10 days, we lost somewhere else our touch. So let's come back to this man's English class, and we need to concentrate towards the new lesson of your class, and the new lesson name is My Beginnings. And before moving ahead with this lesson, I just want to ask you all, how many of you are much interested in the sports? Obviously, if I ask this question, I think 90% student will raise their hand if you are all there in the class. You could say that I'm interested in particular game, in this particular sport activities and all. You could say that, but unfortunately, by being at your home, you can say that, sir, I'm interested in the game and all. When I'm asking this question to you, how many of you are interested in the games? Then 90% of the student will raise the hand, and out of 90%, I think so personally, I believe that 70% student would have prefers for the cricket only. Whether it is girls or the boys, they are prefers for the cricket, because cricket nowadays it is been trending like as a wildfire, which is going to be reached to all the corners of the world. So except a few countries, entire the world's maximum countries have accepted to play the game of a cricket. Whereas we should feel proud that we got the two World Cups. One during the time of Kapil Dev's period, and another one during the time of Mahendra Singh Dhoni's period. So Kapil Dev, when we are remembering this name, somewhat the charismatic things are there in this name, I think so. The person, one who has born and brought up in the smallest town of the India, and he has made his name to be a popular throughout the world. I think most of the people, most of the parents, they prefer their children after 1988 or 1983, and I think 1983, I think so. During that moment, when India got the World Cup, so the moment when India has won the World Cup, after that the name Kapil Dev, which has become much popularized one, and since then onwards, so most of the parent they prefers their children name as a Kapil itself. Maybe in your surrounding area, maybe among your parent, somebody may be there with the name of Kapil only. So this is being much popularized one. So my dear friend, in this lesson we are going to concentrate towards the Kapil Dev's autobiography. Kapil Dev, what he was and how he was in the young days. Today, Kapil Dev, the name we are taking with much respectful. When he was the younger one, what sort of the activities he was doing? Was he the naughty one, like as other children, or was he a very studious one, like as other children again? Was he what you can call that the person one who is making everyone to be the lawful one? What sort of a person he was? That we are going to concentrate since the beginning of the Kapil Dev, since the birth of the Kapil Dev to up to the journey of Kapil Dev, up to till today, we are going to concentrate about the life of the Kapil Dev in this lesson. The lesson name is My Beginnings. See, very nicely Kapil Dev has explained in this lesson about especially about his life in the paragraph number 1. And in entire the lesson, if you are asking me personally, so which is the most favorite line for you, then I must say that personally for me, the most favorite line, looking back at, see the things, okay, looking back at my life, I have come to the conclusion that our beginnings never know our ends. So this is what the sentence which is attracted me a lot, my dear friend. The beginning of our life, how we are or what we were, that's all immaterial one. Okay, how we will be in the future, that's too much one, too essential one. See, my dear friend, that the beginning onwards, if I am thinking about my life journey from the beginning, I mean to say when I started to remember, or when I started to come for the come for understanding entire the world, since then to till today, if I'm thinking that the journey of the life, it is entirely different one. I too was also the child, and I was also playing with the children. I too was also the naughty one. I used to play the marble with my friends. I used to play the wheel game, the wheels which the children are going to make it out. So that we were playing, and we were playing dice. Many sort of the things we were making, many naughty activities which we were doing. Once I broke the TV, that I can remember. Many things are there. Okay, if you are remembering your beginning, we cannot say that in future what we are going to be, because end is different one and the beginning is entirely the different one. So by beginning we cannot judge, or no one can judge in this world by the beginning of the child's activity. He can be like this. Nobody can say, yeah. Most of the students, they may not be good at the studies from the primary, or from even in the high school also they may not be good at the studies. Who knows that from the college onwards the seriousness towards the studies may be increasing more, and they may much conscious about the studies. Many things may come that, and they may become a topper in the PU also. Many things are there which we have to calmly think it out, because the beginning are not going to be concluding, or the beginnings are not going to be what you can call that deciding our end. That's what the sentence which I like it more. So see the things one more time. Looking back at my life, I mean to say, Kapil Dev, he is expressing here, he has written all those things in his autobiography. So from the autobiography itself, one of the topic we have taken as a lesson for you all, he is mentioning that when I started to think about my life, back life, in a sense, when I start to think about my childhood, then he is saying that I have come to the conclusion, then I have come to know that our beginnings never know our ends. So in the childhood, what I was and how I was, if I'm thinking that age at that period and this period, when I'm making the comparisons, there is a lot of differences, my dear friend. And even I could come to know that the beginning of mine, it is not being the conclusion on, or it is not going to decide that what I am going to be. Okay, most of the teachers, most of the parents are saying that hey, ನೀನು ಉದ್ಧಾರ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ನೀನು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀಯ, ಓಡಾಡಾಗ್ತೀಯ. Many things they will say that. Let them to say it out, let them to speak it out, because who knows that whose future, what is there in the future. Okay, so let's see the things that about Kapil Dev we are discussing. For me, it all started in Chandigarh, so which we can understand that Chandigarh, it's the birthplace of Kapil Dev. So he is mentioning that for me, I meant to say, for Kapil Dev, Chandigarh is the place where he started his entire life's journey. A small town nesting, the word which we have to remember, the word nestling. See the things that nestling, which means the surrounded area. Okay, nestling in the foothills of the Himalayas. I was born on a cold winter morning. My mother, who is a simple woman, could not read the time, but she knew it was early in the morning. Most of the parents are having the same problem only. See, Kapil Dev, he is expressing the thing, he is going to express about his life's journey. He is saying the things that the beginning of my life, it was a completely the different one, and one thing I have come to know when I am turning back, or when I am remembering about my past, since the past and the present if I am comparing, then definitely I must come for a conclusion, then definitely I must come for an end. The end is that the beginning may be the different one, and the end will be the different one. Whatever we want to be, it may not be happen with us in the future. Whatever in future we don't want to be, that may happen with us. That he is saying that, and he is expressing, I born and brought up in a smallest town called Chandigarh, which is called as the foothills of Himalaya. The Shivalik ranges are there. Foothills, no, the Himalayan ranges are there. There we can find a Himadri, Himachala. Then again, foothills of Shivalik we can call it out. So foothills in the sense the end point of the Himalayan ranges. Though here we can find that the Himalayan ranges are there, mountains are there, but these Himalayan ranges, mountains are in the smallest quantity way, or the height of the Himalayan mountains are the smallest one. So Chandigarh, it's a place which we can find which is being surrounded by the Himalayan ranges. Okay. So therefore he is expressing the word that I born and brought up in the area where I born and brought up in such a place where the nestlings are there. Nestlings in the sense the area which is completely surrounded by the Shivalik ranges. Then he is expressing, I don't know what is the particular time when I born, but my mother used to tell me I born, it may be in the winter season, ಚಳಿಗಾಲ ಇತ್ತು, ಚಳಿಗಾಲದೊಳಗಡೆ ನಾನು ಜನಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ತಾಯಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು, ಅದೊಂದು ನೆನಪು. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಮ ತಾಯಿಗೆ ಡೇಟ್ ಯಾವ ಸಮಯಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಜನನ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಸಮಯ ನೆನಪಿಲ್ಲ. Particular timing she may not be knowing. Okay, because usually it happens if illiterate parent are there or uneducated parent are there, or else you can ask your grandmother what is the date, what is the timing of my father birth or mother birth. or what is the date of my father's birth or the mother birth. If you are asking to your grandparent, then they may reply that I am not sure that. They may remember ದೀಪಾವಳಿ ಸಮೀಪ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ನಪ್ಪ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ಇತ್ತು ಅದ್ರ ಸಮೀಪ ಜನನ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಬ್ಯಾಸಿಕ್ ಕಾಲ ಇತ್ತು. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ದಟ್, ಬಟ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ remembering particular fixed time or the date and all. Okay, so in that category we can find Kapil Dev's mother also, because she is illiterate. She is not knowing particular timing, but it was the winter season when he born. She was very simple lady. Okay, but she knew it was early in the morning. He born at early in the morning time. It may be 4:30, 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, or it may be 3 o'clock, something else we can imagine. The date when Kapil Dev was born, the date was 6th. Okay, the date was 6th January 1959. So Kapil Dev, he born on 6th of January 1959. So please remember this. Was thankful recorded because a cousin of mine was born on the same day, around the same time and with the same name. I grew up among the 6 other brothers and sisters, all older than me, except one sister who was a year younger. See the things that. So Kapil Dev, he is saying that it was a winter season, I think so, because my mother had informed me, and the date I remember. How I come to know about the date? In a sense, one of my cousin, I mean to say, one of my aunt, she has given a birth to the baby, and during the same date it seems so, when I born, the same date itself, he too also born, approximately the same timing, and vice versa. You may become a wonder that my name is also Kapil and his name is also a Kapil. So you can understand these things, that through which I must have to say that somewhere else my parent remember the date when I born, though they are illiterate, but the cousin, my cousin, one who has got a birth on the same date, they are saying that I too also got a birth on the same date, approximately the same timing only. So the date of Kapil Dev's birth is date of 6th of January 1959. It was the date, and he was very thankful because of the cousin's birth. It was there, that he has been explained, and he is the person one who had around the 6 siblings in the sense brothers and sisters. So among the 6, he was among the brothers, he is the last one, and the one sister is younger than him. So remaining all are older or the elder than Kapil Dev. One sister, one is younger than him, she is around 1 year younger than Kapil Dev. Then he is explaining, my mother always regales me, entertains, okay, by saying some of the stories, by conveying me about the great leaders' stories, by saying me about the what you can call faces of the people. So these are the things my mother, she used to teach me when I was a kid, and by listening these stories I grew up. This is what Kapil Dev is saying that, okay, my mother always regales me, regales in a sense saying some inspirational stories me with the tales, T-A-L-E, okay, T-A-L-E, tale in the sense kathegalu, the stories what we can say. Then again T-A-I-L, tale is bala. So the pronunciation may be same, it is called as a homophone. The pronunciations are same, but the spellings are different and meanings are also the different one. Okay, regales me with the tales of my naughty behavior. Then my mother, she used to tell me the number of things, how I was and all. Many number of time my mother has informed me about my naughtiest behavior when I was a child. Most of the things we may not be remembered. You are all in the 9th standard, still you are all children only, so you cannot remember about your first standards incident, second standards incident, all the things you cannot remember, because somewhere else in this busy schedule of the life we are forgetting all our past, but our parents are remembering the things, and they are expressing you, hey, when you were a kid you were doing all these things and all, many things they were saying, So same manner Kapil Dev, when he was a kid, many things he was making in a mischievous manner. So therefore the mother used to tell him about his regals. So she used to tell him about the naughtiness which Kapil Dev made in those days. She claims, she used to say, she never managed to control me. So my mother, she is been claiming, she is saying me that a lot of effort she made me to control that, but I was not in the controlling position. I was that much of a naughty. But I do not admit that right from the very beginning I found it hard to sit still. I was very curious, and it was my ambition to travel around the world and to drive a Mercedes Benz. See the things that. So I couldn't believe that my mother, she is saying me that she was feeling a lot of trouble to protect me, to save me, to make, control me, and all. She was doing these things. But I am not agreeing with her because I am a person one who doesn't want to sit idle, one who doesn't want to sit still. Okay, one who doesn't want to be comfort with one particular place itself. I'm not like that type of a person. I just want to roam entire the world. I just want to visit all over the places. And I was dreaming that once in the life I must have to drive the car called Mercedes Benz. I think so in those days, which is a very costliest one, and nowadays also it is one of the costliest car. So God has been kind to me, and both my wishes have become fulfilled. Then Kapil Dev now is expressing that really the God was really very kind to me because I had two dreams in my life since the beginning of my life, since the childhood of my life. One, the ambition is that I must have to roam entire the world. Yes, definitely I have taken around entire the world because I become a captain of the Indian cricket team. I need to tour the other countries also for playing the game of a cricket. Then after the retirement, I had a booty of income with me, and with the help of that income, I had roamed or visited entire the world. That was the dream which is fulfilled. And second dream is to to drive Mercedes Benz. So that also fulfilled. So therefore, the God is really very kind on me. He is really very merciful on me. Okay. Both the wishes of Kapil Dev have got fulfilled. I have been fulfilled, but at that time, 25 years ago, these dreams seemed like the castles in the air. Then Kapil Dev is expressing that now it's all fulfilled, and I must say that the dreams of mine it is completed only because of the hard working, because of the luck and all. I must say, instead of saying the word luck, because of my hard work, because of my ambitions and all. So 25 years ago's matter, if I'm thinking that, I must say it's all like as a dream for me to roam entire the world or to have a Benz car with me. It was just like as a dream, and that dream it has been fulfilled only because of the hardest effort which I have put. This is what the things which Kapil Dev wanted to say, my dear friends. Hope you remember, and whereas we are going to meet again in the next class of ours. So till then, please stay safe and take care of your health. Thank you. Thanks a lot.